Hi, this is Helena Hart, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to make a man feel safe to come close to you. This is such an important topic, and if you learn how to do this correctly, a man will just want to come closer and closer to you, and he'll want to open up more and deepen the intimacy between the two of you to where he'll just see you as that one woman that he never wants to live without. So this is really important. I'm so excited to be talking about this with you today. But before I get started, if this is your first time to my channel, be sure to click the button to subscribe to get all of my videos on how to have the relationship you've always wanted. So what I want to start out saying here is something that I say a lot, and that is a man won't believe that you're going to accept him until he believes that you accept you, that you love and accept all the parts of yourself. And the key to making a man feel safe to come close involves making him feel 100% accepted and loved for who he is deep down. And like I mentioned, this acceptance and love all starts with you really listening to these different parts of yourself and embracing them and loving them in a way that, you know, when you do this correctly, a man will see that right away. And on a deep subconscious level, he'll start to think, oh, she loves and accepts herself. That's how I know that she's going to accept me too, and that she's not going to judge me. And I know that this is a pretty big concept, and it sounds like it might be kind of difficult. So what you want to do is start in baby steps, and it's actually a lot easier than it sounds. So what happens a lot of times with clients is they don't really have a problem attracting men when they first come to me, but the men they actually want typically never really stick around, you know, or the relationship never gets taken to that next level. It stays sort of surface level where the connection and the intimacy aren't deepening over time in a way that really compels the man to come closer and makes him want to, you know, commit to the woman forever. So in order to do this, what you want to do is go first and go deep within yourself and start, you know, seeing what feelings are coming up in you. A really common thing I see in clients is when they stop leaning forward and stepping into their masculine energy and doing all of those things that push men away, like over functioning and, you know, chasing him even accidentally, or trying to convince him of what a wonderful woman she is. When they stop doing all of those things that keep men at a distance and they learn how to lean back into their feminine energy, what happens is feelings will start to come up, because a lot of times I've found we tend to want to lean forward or get stuck in our heads or jump into our masculine energy in order to avoid feelings like anxiety. For example, if we feel anxious that if we stop doing everything, that a man's going to slip away and we're going to lose him. You know, instead of feeling that feeling of anxiety or insecurity, what we tend to want to do is stuff those feelings down and then just lean forward and try and make things happen. So we're acting out of those feelings instead of truly feeling them. So you want to learn how to start feeling your feelings in your body, like all the way down to your toes. It's okay to feel anxious or insecure or nervous sometimes. I feel those things all the time, you know, especially when I'm doing something new or something I've never done before and I'm, you know, feeling anxious. You want to feel those things and not stuff them down and not act out of them. You know, even jealousy, it's okay to feel jealous. That's like a normal, healthy thing. You just don't want to act out of that jealousy in a way that's going to push a man away or do damage to the relationship. So a really important thing to keep in mind is that you want what you're feeling on the inside to be congruent with your words and body language and energy, basically, on the outside. So what happens is sometimes we're feeling all of these things and we, instead of really like embracing them and learning how to speak those feelings correctly to a man, we stuff them down and we like might paste a fake smile on our face and pretend that everything's fine when inside we're feeling upset or we're feeling like just like a mess, like really chaotic. Rather than embracing the chaos and expressing that to a man, we just pretend like everything's fine. And men can pick that up in our energy and in our vibe. They're very sensitive to it, to that sort of thing. And it's really kind of terrifying to men on a deep level. And what happens is they start to feel like they can't trust us. And they might not even be able to put their finger on it, but they just feel like it's not safe to come close to us. I had a friend a long time ago, and she was just such a catch. She was beautiful and smart and just really good socially, and just really nice and funny. Everyone loved her, and she attracted a lot of men. But what happened when things didn't go her way, or when she was feeling something strongly, she would just kind of shut down and go quiet. Kind of shut herself off to everyone emotionally. It was very obvious that she was feeling like rage or, some sort of upset on the inside, but she just kind of shut down on the outside, and it was kind of terrifying to be around her in those moments when she wasn't getting her way. And it's not a big surprise. She had a hard time in relationships. The men, she would date would only stick around for the first couple weeks or a couple months until they had that first argument, and then the men would just feel completely unsafe and back away. And I just see that happen over and over, with people who tend to do that, and in clients. So what you want to do is try to stay open emotionally 100% of the time, rather than shutting yourself down to a man when you're feeling some of these unpleasant feelings. It's okay to say to a man, wow, I'm feeling a little upset right now, or I'm feeling sad, or I felt a little disappointed when this happened. And it's important to do that in a way that doesn't blame him or make him wrong or hold him responsible for your feelings. But sharing some of those unpleasant feelings is really important to deepen the intimacy in the relationship. It's a very important thing, and it's important to do that correctly. I have a lot of videos on how to share your feelings with a man. One is called How to Connect Deeply with a Man's Heart. Another one's called How to Bring a Man Closer Using Your Feminine Energy. So check those out if you want to learn exactly how to share your feelings with a man in a way that doesn't make him wrong or push him away. Those will give you very specific step-by-step instructions on how to do that. For the purposes of this video, in order to make a man feel safe to come close, just think of the word congruence or authenticity, meaning what you're feeling on the inside needs to match how you are expressing yourself and presenting yourself on the outside. Even if you think, a man might not like what you have to say, it's more important to keep yourself open than shutting yourself down emotionally. The minute you shut yourself down emotionally, a man will feel unsafe. He'll want to keep himself at a distance. So this is just crucial to understand. That, coupled with the fact that a man, won't believe that you accept him until he sees that you love and accept all the parts of yourself. So it's okay to say to a man, wow, I'm feeling, a little upset right now. I'm not sure what's going on with me. I'm just going to sit with this feeling for a minute, or, I need to take a minute and go take a walk or go take a nap before returning to this conversation, right? It's just staying open 100% of the time. Otherwise, what happens is sometimes we're open, when we feel okay, and then something comes up, we immediately want to shut ourselves down emotionally. So we're doing this constant thing where we're opening up and shutting down. Where what I would recommend is trying to stay open 100% of the time. Of course, you're not always going to be perfect with this. I gave up trying to be perfect with this stuff a long time ago. But in general, if you can remain open to yourself and to a man, that's what makes him feel safe to come close. And what happens is he's going to start opening up to you. Hopefully, if he's the right man for you, who's really interested in having a close, connected relationship, he'll feel safe, and you'll see him start to open up more and more and more. I just see this happening all the time. I hear about it in the comment sections of some of my other videos. When a woman feels safe within herself to open up, that's how a man knows that it's safe to confide in her and come closer. It's pretty magical thing that happens. So I'd love to hear your experiences with this. Try this out and let me know how it goes in the comment section. I love hearing from you. And if you want to learn the secrets to attracting the man you want and bringing him closer than ever, check out my free 3 Keys to Attract the Man You Want report and audio training. It's free on my website, HelenaHartCoaching.com. I'll post a link to that in the description and in the comment section. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you next time.